welcome you watching the Saturday edition of This is Exclusive with me, Shravan Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have three top stories on This is Exclusive. We'll get you the latest as far as the Parliament security breach story is concerned. And not that, also coming up is a special story from Karnataka. All this and much more on this edition of This is Exclusive. But up first, these are the headlines we're tracking for you at this hour. Delhi police news titans in Parliament attack investigation masterminds aid arrested. Parliament attack accused makes an explosive revelation, says planned to immolate self. BJP fact-finding committee meets survivor party stages statewide protest as anger mounts. Maharashtra's bureaucrat's son mows down woman accused booked, but hunt continues. Republic Kannada exposes stand Mafia in Karnataka attempt made to attack crew. Big boost to India-Oman bilateral ties. Prime Minister holds talks with the Sultan of Oman. Getting in some more breaking news right now. Indian Navy on Saturday responded to a hijacking incident in the Arabian Sea as 6 unknown men took over the Malta-flagged vessel MV Ruin with 18 crew on board. The Navy said its warship and maritime patrol aircraft responded swiftly to the hijacking incident involving the hijacking of Malta-flagged vessel MV Ruin on Friday evening. The operation is still on. That's the latest that we're picking up. Let's just also go across to my colleague Gursimran, who's getting us the latest details. We'll try and see if we can also source that image for you in a short while from now. But as we speak, Indian Navy sources indicating that the operation is still underway. Let's get the latest on this. Gursimran, walk us through the details that you're picking up right now as we speak. Indian Navy here in the national capital indicating that the operation is still underway.
Yes, Shravan, the operation is still underway, and important to mention that this was based on the signal that was generated by the UK MTO based on the distress call that was generated by the Malta-flagged MV Ruin, in which it was said that 6 unknown men they have got on board on the ship that is with the 18 crew members, and after which not only the single approach but a multiple channel approach was adopted by the Indian Navy in the Arabian Sea. And now what we are getting to know that the latest update that has been shared by the Indian Navy clearly suggests that the Indian Navy is now deploying its multiple assets in the Arabian Sea to counter the threat. The operation is still on, but the swift response by the Indian Navy has made it very sure that the distress call that was generated by the MV Ruin is addressed properly, and it is almost 48 hours since the distress call was generated, and Indian Navy has deployed its resources in the Arabian Sea. And we are being told by the officials in the Indian Navy that the operation is in advanced stage and more details will be shared. But yes, it is very important that in the Arabian Sea a distress call from the 18 crew members of the MV Ruin that was addressed promptly by the Indian Navy, that not only deployed its assets in the Arabian Sea but has also ensured that the timely action is taken to thwart this attempt of hijacking. Shravan.
Just a quick update that we are also getting in right now from our sources within the Indian Navy is with regards to the distress call that was made by the Maltese vessel. What more are you picking up? Because the area from where the distress call has come in is considered to be a sensitive area. And this is not the first time when a hijacked distress call has really come in from this very area. Help us understand for our viewers, why exactly is this considered to be those a sensitive area to begin with? And secondly, in terms of the protocol that is adopted by the Indian Navy in times of a distress call?
See, Shavan, when it comes to this specific area, this has always been prone to the attempts of the hijacking, especially in the past. If we go through the history of this very area, this has been prone to the hijacking attempts by the hijackers of the Somalia. But now coming to the present situation, Indian Navy has not come out with the details that who were the 6 individuals after which this distress call was generated. And also a two-way approach was adopted by the Indian Navy. First was the maritime patrol aircraft that reached this very ship MV Rion, that is the Malta flagged MV Rion, yesterday, that is on the 15th of December, and today morning we are told at the Gulf of Aden the Indian warship has also been deployed in such a manner that it can thwart the attempt. So not only via air route but also via the sea channel, the warship of the Indian Navy has been deployed in the Gulf of Aden, which clearly shows that how promptly Indian Navy has acted to this distress call by the MV Rion, and now the operations are in advanced stage so as to ensure that the distress call can be addressed at an earliest and the possible hijacking attempt that has been made can be thwarted well within the time, Shavan.
Well, thank you very much, Gursimran, for getting us the latest details. In fact, since the operation is still underway, we'll wait for the official confirmation also coming in with regards to what has been put in place to ensure that the situation is diffused as soon as possible. Should we focus now to the other big story that we're getting to you tonight? This is a shocking incident coming in from Maharashtra, where Ashwajit Gaikwad, the son of a top Maharashtra bureaucrat, allegedly mowed down a woman with his SUV in Thane, seriously injuring her. Thane police sources have now informed Republic TV that there is a mismatch with regards to the statement given by the complainant and the evidence that has been gathered so far. In fact, we've also spoken to the victim in this particular case. We'll play out that interview in a short while from now. But what appears to be perhaps a stumbling block for this entire investigation is that police sources now indicating that there is a clear mismatch between what has happened on the ground and the statement that has been recorded by the police with regards to the victim's version. And that is the reason why perhaps more details, more examination is essentially required, is what the police is indicating. Now, Thane police says that when she was opening the door of the vehicle, the driver had already started the vehicle, and she was hurt in the process. She got hurt unknowingly, is what the police is saying. The CCTV footage has been examined, following which it appears that the person she is accusing, who is also one of the friend of the accused, he himself took her to the hospital and paid an admission fees of roughly about 15,000 rupees to the hospital. Now, that's the statement of the accused that has also been taken by the police. In fact, we'll also try and put out the details of the statement of one of the accused in this particular case. And he has also indicated that there is a mismatch between what has happened on the ground and the evidence that has been gathered so far with regards to what the victim has said to the police. Let me also bring in my colleague Sandeep, who's getting us the latest details. Now, there is a twist in the story right now, Sandeep, with police sources indicating that there is a mismatch between the statement that has been given by the victim. You also spoke to the victim earlier in the day, and the accused has also now spoken to the police. What's the mismatch that they are pointing at?
See, as far as the statement of that victim woman is concerned, she mentions that the car was driven over her intentionally. That is what she claims, and these are the allegations that has been in fact made by her. And she also said that this incident happened at around 4 a.m. in the morning. But on the other side, when we tried connecting to the local police, the Kasar Vadavli police, and the people associated to one of the accused out there, we got to know that the incident happened when Ashwajit Gaikwad was with his family and with his friends, and in fact at the same point of time around 1:30 to 2 a.m. In the midnight, the girl was intoxicated. That is what is being claimed by the other accused. As far their statement is concerned, the girl was intoxicated, and at the same point of time she barged into the hotel where where Ashwajit Gaikwad was having personal time with his family and with his friends. At the same point of time, she started yelling on him. She started shouting on him. The family members were kept aside and they left from that very spot. And after that, the friends of Ashwajit and Ashwajit himself tried controlling her, but she was out of control. That is what is being said. Apart from that, it is also being said from Ashwajit's sense that she was in a very uncontrollable situation. She was intoxicated. She was drunk at that very moment. But one of the friend, Scorpio driver, was inside the Scorpio and he started the vehicle. The ignition had started and she tried, catching that very vehicle, and the driver was not aware with the fact that there is someone who is also holding the car from behind. And in fact, when the driver in fact started the vehicle, the car moved ahead, and following which she got injured. That is what being claimed. That is what is being said by the accused, who are the people who are accused in this very matter. At this point of time, as far as the allegations that are made by the victim women, she has the statement what she gave in media and the statement what she gave to police, there is a mismatch. And in fact, as far as the evidences are concerned, the police side says that one of the accused who she blames that is responsible for her situation was the person who got her admitted into one of the hospital. Not only that, he also paid 15,000 rupees for the admission of that very woman. Now, if we come back again to the accused side, we also got to know in the statement, it is being said that the women in fact changed the hospital immediately, and there are some people who are rival of the Gaikwad family who got into touch with the women, and in fact following which the media reports in fact came of that very woman who was in fact hurt, and it was blamed that it was claimed in fact that this was done intentionally, and the women in fact demanded IPC 307 to be added in the FIR. See, Shravan, since morning I've been following this issue, and I've been reporting on this very fact. We also tried connecting the family members and trying to connect the people who are associated to this case. So we are putting both the sides of this very event. We also spoke to the victim women. We also tried getting in touch with the accused side as well. We somehow whatever information we tried to collect, but yes, the information that we got from the Thane police was that there is a mismatch of the claims that are being made by the very women.
In fact, we have put out the version of the accused in this particular case, and the reason why we are doing that is because both sides of the stories need to be heard. In fact, we've spoken to the victim. We reached out first when she was admitted in the hospital. Priya spoke to us. In fact, in the conversation, she basically lays out what really happened to her. These are the claims that have been made by the victim, which is yet to be verified by the police. Listen.
11 दिसंबर की वो रात जब उनके बॉयफ्रेंड ने उन पर गाड़ी चढ़ा दी, जिसके बाद उन्हें सीरियस इंजरीज हुई हैं। मेरे साथ इस वक्त एक्सक्लूसिवली रिपब्लिक से बात करने के लिए प्रिया सिंह है। इनकी हालत मैं आपको पहले दिखा दूं कि किस प्रकार से इनको चोटें आई हैं। बहुत ही गंभीर चोटें जो हैं वो प्रिया सिंह को आई हैं और फिलहाल वो ठीक से बात करने की स्थिति भी नहीं है। सबसे पहले प्रिया से बात करेंगे, जानेंगे कि हादसा कैसे हुआ, ये जो आपके साथ जो घटना हुई वो कैसे हुई है।
सर मैं एक पार्टी से मेरे बॉयफ्रेंड को मिलने जा रही थी एंड देयर वाज नो फाइट नथिंग. आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी टू सी हिम एंड आई कॉल्ड हिम. वी स्पोक ऑन कॉल. ही सेड ठीक है आ जाओ मिलने. मैं उसको मिलने जा रही थी. फिर मैं वहाँ गई, लोकेशन पे गई तो उसने मेरा फ़ोन उठाना बंद कर दिया. तो मैं वहाँ पहुँच गई एंड देन उसने मुझे देख करके एकदम स्ट्रेंज बिहेव किया. ही बिहेव लाइक ही डजंट नो मी. सो काफ़ी स्ट्रेंज बिहेव किया उसने मुझे देख करके. तो आई गॉट शॉक्ड एंड आई गॉट हर्ट कि वाई ही इज़ बिहेविंग दैट वे. सो मैं वहाँ से बाहर निकली लोकेशन से और आई स्टार्टेड क्राइंग और आई स्टार्टेड कॉलिंग हिम कि फ़ोन उठाओ, तुम बाहर आओ, मुझे तुमसे बात करनी है, तुम स्ट्रेंज बिहेव क्यों कर रहे हो. वो नहीं आया. काफ़ी टाइम तक मैंने वेट किया, वो नहीं आया. एंड दैट डे ही वाज ऑन समथिंग एल्स. आई डोंट नो उन्होंने ड्रिंक किया था या कौन सा ड्रग लिया था, बट दे बहुत एंगर इश्यूज़ में था वो उस दिन. फिर उसका ड्राइवर आता है, मुझे साइड में लेकर गया. उसने बोला मैम आप रुको, सर अभी आएंगे. मैं 1 घंटे रुकी, वेट की. फिर वो आया एंड ही वाज इन वेरी एग्रेशन. We had argument. I was just requesting him to sit in the car and talk to me. Why you behave so strange with me? This all happened and then we had a fight and then abusing and all happened. वो और उसका दोस्त, they started abusing me. एंड देन बस वो गाड़ी में बैठ के निकलने की कोशिश की. मैं गाड़ी के आगे गई अब क्योंकि मेरा फ़ोन और पर्स उसकी कार में था. मैं वो लेने के लिए गाड़ी के आगे गई. मैं रुकाने के लिए गई गाड़ी. उसने गाड़ी मेरे ऊपर चढ़ा दी और मैं नीचे गिर गई. और उसके बाद वो लोग ने देखा मैं रोड पे गिरी हुई थी एंड दे ऑल रैन.
अभी तक इस मामले को अगर हम देखें तो अभी तक पुलिस ने आईपीसी की धारा 307 नहीं लगाई. क्या कारण है? क्योंकि ऐसा बताया जा रहा है कि आप पर भी दबाव बनाया गया. क्या आपके ऊपर भी दबाव बनाया गया?
जी, उसके कुछ फ्रेंड्स थे जो इनडायरेक्टली आकर कह रहे हैं कि कुछ भी होगा नहीं. हाउ वेल दे आर कनेक्टेड, यू नो, दे आर सो कनेक्टेड. कुछ नहीं होगा, जो भी हॉस्पिटल का आपका खर्चा वर्चा है वो हम देख लेंगे, भाई देख लेंगे. ये सब करके मतलब नहीं है. सत्ता जिसके हाथ में है वही उसका ही होता है सब कुछ. दे ट्राई टू कन्विंस माई सिस्टर एंड ब्रदर. बट देन ये सब चीज़ें चल रही थी. मुझे डरा भी रहे हैं एंड मैंने आज 5 दिन से पुलिस वालों को मैं कह रही हूँ कि 307 डालने के लिए, बिकॉज दिस इज़ नॉट एक्सीडेंटल, दिस इज़ पर्पसली. सो बट अब तक 307 नहीं लगा गया है उन पे.
एक सवाल आपसे लूँगा. आप पर आरोप भी लगाए गए हैं कि आप उनसे पैसे चाहती हैं, एक्सटॉर्शन करना चाहती हैं. उसने पहले भी आपको पैसे दिए हैं. दूसरा आरोप ये लगाया है कि आप दारू के नशे में थी. तो क्या ये बातें जो
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. मैं पैसे चाहती तो मैं उसके साथ 4.5 साल रिलेशनशिप में थी एंड ही बिलोंग्स टू अ वेरी रिच फैमिली एंड आई बिलोंग्स टू अ वेरी नॉर्मल क्लास फैमिली. आई अर्न फॉर माई सेल्फ. आई एम द ओनली मेंबर हु अर्न्स फॉर मी. ऐसा कुछ रहता तो मैं अब तक बहुत कुछ गेन कर ली होती और बहुत कुछ ले ली होती. मेरे पास खुद सिंगल की गाड़ी भी नहीं. आई पे फॉर रेंट, यू नो वेयर आई स्टे. सो ये सब कुछ झूठा है. ऐसी कोई भी रियलिटी नहीं है इन सब बातों में. उनके पास कुछ नहीं है मेरे अगेंस्ट डालने के लिए. दैट इज़ वाई दे आर ट्राइंग टू प्रूव मी समथिंग लाइक दैट वे.
शादीशुदा है वो, ये आपको कब पता चला?
ये मुझे काफ़ी टाइम बाद पता चला, रिलेशनशिप में आने के बाद. बट उसके बाद उसने मुझे बोला कि उसका डिवोर्स हो गया है एंड ही सेपरेटेड विद हिज वाइफ. और उस सिर्फ मुझे ही नहीं, उसने हर जगह ये प्रूव भी किया था. मतलब मैंने कभी उसको पहली बार उस रात को, आई थिंक 10 तारीख को जो हुआ है उस दिन संडे को, वो मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम उसको उसकी वाइफ के साथ देख लिया था. तो ही वॉज नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग मी, यू नो, दैट आई विल कम एंड सी हिम. मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ही गॉट एंगर. शादीशुदा का मुझे नहीं पता था. उसके बावजूद उसने मुझे बोला कि वी आर सेपरेटेड, मेरा डिवोर्स हो गया है, आई एम ओनली इन लव विथ यू, आई एम गोइंग टू मैरी यू. और ही यूज्ड टू प्रूव मी ऑलवेज. सो या
सरकार से क्या चाहती हैं?
ऑफ कोर्स मेरे को जस्टिस चाहिए. बिकॉज एटलीस्ट सबसे पहले तो मैं चाहती हूँ 307 उसके ऊपर लगे, जो कि वो इतना इजीली, पता नहीं कौन कौन से बड़े बड़े लोगों के साथ मिलजुल करके ही इज सो सेटिस्फाइड एंड हैप्पी. आई डोंट वांट हिम टू बी हैप्पी बिकॉज आई एम द ओनली वन हु इज सफरिंग. आई वांट जस्टिस.
तो प्रिया सिंह जिन्होंने अपनी आप बीती रिपब्लिक से बयां की और उनका साफ साफ कहना है कि इतनी कोताही जो है वो पुलिस के द्वारा बरती गई कि आईपीसी की धारा 307 अभी तक इस मामले में नहीं लगाई है.
Well, there were also reports that were essentially emerging that since the accused belongs to a powerful family, was there an attempt that was made by the police to drag this entire matter? My colleague Sandeep also reached out to the Thane police, listened to what the senior police inspector of Thane police station had to say.
पूछताछ में सामने आया है, क्या कुछ बता पाएंगे?
चलो आपल्या गाडीत जाऊ, आपल्याला काय बाईक सॉरी अभी तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू है. चल
विनायक सामने आओ, विनायक सामने आओ. जांच में क्या सामने आया? सर में क्या सामने आया? पहले पे जो एलिगेशन लगा कि पुलिस ने एंटरटेन नहीं की क्योंकि गसूखदार आदमी है.
कल डीसीपी साहब ने आपको बताया था इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू है एज पर एफआईआर, और उसकी पूछताछ करने के लिए हम यहाँ पे आए थे. इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू है.
कोई गिरफ्तारी हुई इसमें?
चालू है.
सर आरोपी कहाँ अभी कुछ
पूछताछ में क्या कुछ सामने आया?
आरोपी को पूछताछ में क्या कुछ समझ जारी किया?
अभी तक अश्वजीत फरार है.
इसको समझ जारी किया?
इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू है, सब बताया जाएगा.
आरोप लग रहे हैं आप लोगों के.
आरोपी कहाँ पर?
आप लोगों के ऊपर आरोप लग रहे हैं, आप लोग पकड़ नहीं रहे हैं. 307 नहीं लगाया.
पूरा कार्रवाई हो रहा है, सब ठीक से तपास चालू है, पूरी कार्रवाई हो.
एक्सटॉर्शन का भी मामला सामने आ रहा है, क्या उस एंगल से भी जांच कर रहे हैं आप लोग?
आपको पूरी मालूमात नहीं है, कुछ भी ऐसे अगर सवाल करेंगे दैट इज रॉन्ग.
नहीं एक्सटॉर्शन.
मेरी बात सुनिए ना, मेरी बात सुनिए ना.
आप बता दीजिए ना.
जो इंसिडेंस हुआ है,
हाँ.
कल आपके सब पत्रकार भाई आए थे, डीसीपी साहब ने हमारे उनको बोला था इन्वेस्टिगेशन एकदम सही ट्रैक पे चल रहा है. चलो
सर अभी क्या
गिरफ्तारी करेंगे? गिरफ्तारी मुमकिन है क्या?
गिरफ्तारी मुमकिन है?
Shifting focus now to the other special story now coming in from Karnataka. In fact, Republic Canada has been on the story for last 1 week, exposing the menace of sand mafia in the state. Now, an attempt was essentially made to attack the Republic Canada team. The sand mafia allegedly clicked pictures of our reporting team and could have likely sent it to someone who controls the system. Just about a few days ago, Republic Canada's team was on the ground getting you the latest details of how sand mining was continuing with impunity in the state, with little action being taken by the government. In fact, state government was also confronted with these latest details that were caught on camera. Clearly goes on to indicate how sand mining continues in the state without much restrictions that have been put into place so far. Remember, there is very little action that has been taken against the sand mafia gang. Let me also quickly go across to my colleague Prajwal, who's getting us more details of the sand mining that still continues in the state of Karnataka, and the very fact that when Republic Canada did actually expose this mafia, what really happened thereafter. Prajwal, walk us through the details that you're picking up. First, after the exposure that was done by our sister channel Republic Canada, what is the action that has been taken by the authorities on the ground?
As far as the lakes are concerned, Republic Canada has gone ahead and exposed the pathetic conditions of 3 lakes, two in Bengaluru city and one in Yadgir district in Surpura Taluk of Hemnur village, which is the Krishna river as well. So far, when it comes to the Karpura lake in Anekal, there has been action taken with the Tahsildar, with the district commissioner as well as the Panchayat development officer visiting there, and immediately the entire mining was stopped at the Karpura lake. But earlier this morning, when Republic Canada went ahead and exposed the sand mining which was happening at the Krishna river, it is now clearly being seen that this is in gross violation of the rules which has been laid out by the National Green Tribunal. Because remember that for a lake, the buffer zone is 75 meters away from the body if you're supposed to be constructing anything concrete or solid. But this is a river in itself, so the rules clearly mention that within 500 meters of the water body, there should be absolutely no sort of constructions done, and even if it is a construction which is being done, there should be no sort of a commercial construction which should be done. But over here, these miscreants have gone ahead and created a road for over 5 to 6 kilometers right into the water body in itself, and they are mining tons and tons of sand as well. And regarding this particular issue, there was also voices which was raised mainly from MLAs from the Karavali region, cutting across party lines, may it be the BJP or the Congress as well, stating that there should be a separate sand policy which should be formed as well to go ahead and curb the mafia. But so far there has been nothing which has been done. And also the Mines and Geology Department Minister, Mr. S.S. Mallikarjun, has so far not gone ahead and replied to all the illegal mining which is happening in the state of Karnataka. Even in the previous governments too, we had seen these mining scams break out. But this particular mining scam which has now been exposed by Republic Kannada is so far by the largest as well, Shravan, because we are speaking not about 1 or 2 tons of sand. We are speaking about 8,000 to 10,000 trucks of sand which are filled in daily and is exported not only to the neighboring states but also to the city of Bengaluru, because usually 1 ton of sand in the open market will cost you anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000 rupees as well. But these people are selling 1 ton of sand anywhere between 15,000 to 20,000 rupees. That is 10 times as much as that. And with the construction, with the real estate business growing ahead rapidly, mainly in Tier 1 cities, now expanding to Tier 2 cities, the demand for quality sand is more, and therefore these people are going ahead and plundering these natural resources as well. So we will be expecting that the bodies go ahead and act on it, and if not so, the National Green Tribunal will again be forced to go ahead and step in, because Republic Kannada has started this campaign of going ahead and saving lakes as well, not only in the city of Bengaluru but also across the entire state of Karnataka. So we will need to see how it will be taken in, but Republic Kannada continues to go ahead and expose this mafia and also make sure that they bring this particular issue to a logical conclusion as well.
Well, thank you very much, Prajwal, for getting us the latest details and expose by our sister channel, Republic Kannada. We'll be tracking this very closely. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. On the other side, news and updates continue.